It's time for a Humans in Tune conversation with Darren on 93.9 Mike FM.
Hey, 93.9 Mike FM, friends and family. We are in the house for another Humans in Tune conversation. Today, we had the earlier Humans in Tune at 9:30 with Michael Chapa about the Underground Jazz Series show coming this Friday. Lots of fun things coming to the Heartland as we dig in. And coming in, what's this popping up in my Zoom? Hey, how you doing, Zoom? You gotta love it when Zoom decides to just show things. So, anyway, coming in on the 24th of January, we are going to have some fun at the Show Me Center with our When Pigs Fly Indoor Barbecue Bash, swinging in this year for year number 6. And in the studio with me right now, I've got Jeff Jones, JonesyQ, in the house, going to be coming in as a When Pigs Fly Heroes Cup coach this year. And, of course, taking the cake last year for year number 5. Welcome to the studio, Jeff.
Man, I appreciate you having us on, man. It's this is fun. It's always fun to be a part of this event, and to no pressure after winning it. Last year.
Yeah.
Which we were lucky enough. That was our second year. Last year, Ron was like, "We're going to invite you guys back," and we cooked, pushed out the Wickers brand, and brought home this beautiful trophy, and we get to experience it from a lot different angle this year with the Heroes. So, man, we're super excited about coming in for this.
Yeah, for sure. The Heroes side of it, and have you been told what team you're coaching yet? I haven't seen it pop up on the socials, but I have no problem stepping over the bounds.
No, and we've contacted them. I don't know if we're supposed to tell it out yet, but
right.
It's awesome. We're excited.
Yeah.
Hoorah is all I can say.
Okay, fair enough. It's I think I know where you're going, and that's the cool thing. Here, let me I gotta fix this thing for some reason. All of a sudden, we're cooking. Okay. I think I was getting a little distorty, so I wanted to take care of that. So, the Heroes Cup, and for those of you who have never been to the When Pigs Fly Indoor Barbecue Bash, it's at the Show Me Center. It's January 24th. It might be 32 degrees outside. Inside, it's going to be a nice balmy 70. And if you're worried about there's going to be so much smoke, it's a big room. It's built for this thing. It's been a successful, fun event for the whole family, and it's indoor. It's barbecue. They got the professionals who are competing throughout the back of the event. They've got our professionals who are partnering up with our local first responders teams, just like Jeff's going to be doing in the Heroes Cup bit. And we'll have demos going on. There'll be live music. There's games. There's giveaways. The pro shop is loaded up so you can come in and get some of that delicious Wickers sauce, competition championship sauce. I'm sure we'll be there. You guys, I'm sure we'll have some things in the pro shop.
Yeah, we're going to have stuff in the pro shop. We're going to have stuff that, when people come and make a donation, it's kind of how this is all about. It's about us demoing food and the general public coming out and supporting it, and we're going to be giving away product with donations. I know the Heroes group that we're doing is going to be selling some things kind of like as a fundraiser, but I can tell you, yes, the first year we did this, it was snowing outside. I think it was in the 20s. And it was our first time, and so I know your audience is like, it's in the Show Me Center. We do have grills going. That's where a lot of that heat comes from. It is not smoky, but I can tell you the people that showed up for this event with the temperatures being the way they were outside, it was amazing. So if you've never been, don't let any of this barbecue event inside throw you off. It's a great family experience. You've got great pit masters from around the country, from Myron Mixon, Tuffy Stone. You've got all of these guys coming in where you can actually get a really good interaction with them. So you get to experience these guys like we do on the competition circuit for the general public. And everybody's open to conversation. How do you cook this? Where can I get this product? We're going to have some new products out that we're just launching this year that we're going to have there. So it's really an amazing event and for a good cause.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you mentioned that accessibility factor. I think that's one of the coolest things about it is because, if you're a barbecue aficionado and you follow guys like Jeff and Susie Bullock and these social media superstars that are out there with, 500 to a million followers on Instagram, and they're doing videos every week and all this, they're putting in all that work, and you see that from afar, they're going to be right there across the table for you. I know Susie's another one of our Heroes Cup coaches as well. So, yeah, you can come up and ask the questions. You can take the picture with them. You can literally something that they just concocted with their team. You can eat that and you can say, that's damn good. Now you can drop a $20 bill in the boot, hopefully. And you mentioned, it is absolutely for a great cause. One of the biggest benefactors of the event is Badges Give Back, which is an organization, that comes in a time of tragedy for a first responder, and they're able to provide support and in a lot of different ways. And Badges Give Back is a great organization. And again, they've been benefiting from this every year. Their people are there volunteering as well. The Badges Give Back folks, they are there selling raffle tickets and helping, serve plates out, doing all kinds of things, a lot of work all day long. So, we're so thankful that they pour in. Smoking Brothers and When Pigs Fly pours back into them, and it's just a great turnaround. I do love that. And so the Heroes Cup, the way that works, if you've never been before, is we will have each of the teams set up kind of in the middle of the room and kind of a stretch all the way across the Show Me Center. And you just go to the booth, talk to them, get casual. They'll have food out for sampling. You take it. If you like it, you vote for them. Hopefully you'll like everything and vote for everyone. That's kind of my mantra, is like, just bring a lot of cash and give everybody some love, But it is, and you guys get to get creative. This isn't the everybody's cooking ribs today, like the competition is. So you can get real creative. Do you have anything, I don't want to know spoilers, but anything up your sleeve that you're thinking ahead towards the 24th that you're going to cook up?
Yeah, we get multiple proteins. So that's the beauty about it. Ron does a great job with letting us have options. And so it's not like when the general public comes in, they're eating the same thing from everybody. We always get on the Heroes Cup side, we're going to get, chicken thighs. I think it's what they did last year. So you'll have multiple people doing multiple arrangements of chicken. Mm-hmm. They do pork tenderloin, so you're going to have multiple different variations of pork tenderloin. And I think they actually pre-cook some Boston butts for us that are unseasoned, unflavored. So that's where you really, that's the trick. Taking something that's already cooked, not seasoning, and then you got to put your, the wow factor on it.
Yep.
And then you turn into the group of VIP judges, and they're going to judge it. But the same dishes that we're giving them, we're going to be giving to the general public. So it's not like you're going to go around to 15 teams and have 15 different same things. It's one bite challenges. We're designing these.
Yeah.
That when you take one bite, it's like, holy hell, it's a wow factor.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's like to let them experience what a lot of these pit masters, they're creative. Look at Susie. I mean, she's more chefy.
Mm-hmm.
She does a lot of good cooking, backyard style, which is what people are coming to be a part of, and on the competition side, when we go cook whole hogs and things like that, that's fun for a team and it's fun to go compete against, but it's hard for like the general public to comprehend such a detailed cook. So I think by simplifying what we're doing is just an amazing thing. And I tell everybody, this event's on Saturday, so make sure you go to the bank Friday, get a bunch of dollar bills, and come in and spread the wealth everywhere, because all the money ends up in one pot anyway.
Yep.
And
yep.
So vote for. There's a couple ways I tell people to vote. You can vote for like who was the best group that you socialized with.
Right.
Get the most impact. And then, you're going to get one-on-one with some people. And there might be some people that just sit down and have a great conversation with Myron, and they throw some money in the boot. And there's somebody that's going to go around and have the best tasting thing that they've ever had from Wickers, and they're going to throw some money in the bucket. And at the end of the day, we get to give all that to Ryan and pass it back out to the community. So that's really the awesome thing about it.
It is. And, this starts at 10 a.m. and you can come as early or as late as you want and just graze throughout the day. It's not, from 10 to noon is the only time to sample this or whatever. It is a constant open grazing thing. While the samples are flowing, they're flowing quick, and everything's fresh. And that's another thing too. We mentioned you'll have some of your Wickers sauces there available. You're sampling this, and he can look at you and say, "Here's the bottle I used on this. This is what and here's how I did it." And get that tip. And that's the cool thing is you mentioned that kind of that backyard cooking style like Susie does. Is every one of these things you guys are doing, I can go home and on my Premier 30 or whatever smoker somebody's got, they can go home and make that crazy tenderloin jalapeno cream cheese smack your mama good thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's the really good thing. I always love the fact when you get interaction. You know, when we go to a lot of the world championships and we cook, we have the general public always coming through, and we invite everybody in because a lot of people just don't understand a lot of this. I mean, we're going to get there probably at 6 a.m. and start prepping and cooking. You know, Ryan's great by giving everybody a grill. I can tell you 2 years ago, the first time I ever cooked on a Smoking Brothers grill, that Smoking Brothers grill is sitting on my back porch.
yeah,
I mean, I looked at Ryan. He said, when your grill cools down, you go park it over there. And I was like, no, I'm parking it in that trailer over there.
Uh-huh.
So there's the cash register. So, and I know when you were talking with Susie last, it's like, these people, you can get really good deals on grill that we break in for you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're going to run those things. They're great. They come around with bags of pellets, and they just fill these things up for us. And we start running them at 6 a.m. We probably don't shut them down till about 3:30 or 4. And they make some of the best equipment. I mean, hats off to Ryan.
Yeah.
You know, it's a Missouri-based company, and so is Wickers. I mean, we're right down the road in Hornersville. So
right.
it's special for us to be a part of an in-state thing here and to do anything with Ryan to support those guys and support our local heroes. That's what this is all about. And I think people that have ever been, it's an eye-opener. People that went last year and the year before, because this is year number 6, this year because there is more cooks fighting to get in this. Like Ryan is having to team people up with people because we were running out of room. You can't say no to people when they're coming to be a part of this.
Right.
Like, you know, we're bringing our enthusiasm. We're bringing our everything, our A game. You know, we all have barbecue sponsors. You know, we all have these major companies that we deal with, and we leave all that aside. And we go in not for competition, but just to raise as much money as we can. So you're going to get some damn good quality product from everybody.
100%. And yeah, and the pros are there. They're competing. We'll do the awards, later, early evening, late afternoon, where we'll announce, our People's Choice winners and, of course, the judged competition winners. And then we'll announce our Heroes Cup winners as well. And it just all day, I know we're not talking about your team yet, but teaming up with these veterans and these first responders, and we've got every branch of the armed forces in there. I know David Cantrell, he retired Captain U.S. Navy. He'll be on one of those teams. He's been kind of a perennial boss on one of those teams, and we'll have Marines there, we'll have Army there, we'll have Sheriff's Department, Police Department. We have our nurses. I know are back, the Smoking Thighs and Saving Lives team, and they've teamed up with Sonny, so they're going to be a threat, I think, for folks.
Yeah.
They
won the first year with Heath,
mm-hmm.
and I think Heath on the Heroes Cups won it the last couple of years. He won it with the Marines last year, no pressure.
Yeah.
So we've got it's awesome. I think, and everybody brings a different dynamic to it. It's I called our group up and I said, hey, is there anything that you want to cook? And they're like, what do you mean? Is there anything you want to cook? I was like, well, we're going to have some protein options. If there's something you guys want to push out, like this is what you want to do, we'll make it happen. So it's really good for us to call them up and say, hey, I know we're there to cook. And it's all about raising money, but we want to make something that you want to make.
Right.
Tell me what you guys want to do, and then we'll take it, we'll bougie it up, and we're going to put it out there, and it's going to taste amazing. So
yeah.
It's awesome to get really good feedback with it.
I'm still waiting for somebody to spin up a Marine Corps SOS, but a barbecue version. I don't know that could be done without people still turning up their nose at it, but it is a perennial Marine meal for sure. But yeah, it'll be exciting to see that and just the diversity of the pros with the teams. And, it used to be we would announce the teams and the pros like the night before. You wouldn't find out who you're with. So it's cool that you've got some advance notice, gives you time, like you said, to reach out to them, find out what they might be interested in doing and have a little more pre-planning time for that. So
yeah, it's that was the cool thing about it. We get to know how many people they're kind of bringing in, what they want to do, because it is about us coming and cooking to raise money, but it's about them.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to ever take the focus off of them. I mean, they're local people. They've got pride on the line. And, it's like when the nurses win and the Marines win, like there's firefighters that want to win. There's the Navy that wants to win. And it's bringing that camaraderie into that competition. And that's what's the beauty of it. It's like, I'd rather, we get to compete against each other in competitions on the circuit all the time with these people.
Yeah.
And I think it's really awesome when you get the first responders competing against each other. And it's just like, hey, guys, you're competing. We're just here to back you up. And we're going to do a good job doing it. So we're excited about it.
Yep. And there's always, there's a little bit of smack talk coming between the booths as things go through the day. Especially you put the firefighters and the cops back to back, and you get to kind of almost wall them off there a little bit. But it's all for the love of the game, and everybody, like you said, is in that same direction. Let's raise some money and make some magic happen. Live music is happening throughout the day as well. There's a raffle where you could win your own Smoking Brothers Premier 30. And like you saw with the conversation with Susie, I picked mine up last year because those freshly broken in, those used grills are going to be for sale at a steep discount. And so I bid in last year, and man, I absolutely love mine. I've been smoking stuff all year. I did both turkeys for the family for Thanksgiving, and it's just an easy cook on those things, man. They're so accurate. The temps hang so well. It could, this cruddy weather we're going to have outside, it won't matter. My porch, it keeps the pellets feeding easy and keeps the temps up. So, Smoking Brothers, so glad to have it. Tickets are on sale for the When Pigs Fly Indoor Barbecue Bash. You can find them at 939 Mike FM or just go to showmecenter.biz and grab your tickets. And a little extra incentive if you get them before this Saturday, the 17th, is the deadline. If you get them before then, you'll also be entered for a chance to win a little behind-the-scenes action with the Smoking Brothers crew at Memphis in May, and your hotel rooms are included with that.
Ryan's got, I think, 2 nights at the Peabody, and which is really amazing.
It's so perfectly located.
Go to Memphis in May. We tell people all the time, it's like, that's just one event that is amazing to go to. I've probably cooked in that event about 10 years, and we've had our highs and our lows, and it's awesome to go do. But I mean, it's the World Championship, and Ryan did. I've got to give Smoking Brothers credit. Last year, we kind of we sponsored the Kids Q last year, and Ryan provided grills for all the kids to cook on. He provided all the pellets. I mean, Ryan was running around making sure that nobody had issues. Everything was working well. We provided sauces and marinades and seasonings for the kids. And that was a really good thing for the first year to ever do that. And that just shows you, Ryan and Smoking Brothers, how committed they are to keeping the young youth of barbecue going, how they're having, going back to support the heroes, first responders. I mean, I just can't say enough about Ryan, and Taylor's been amazing.
Yeah.
Since she's, don't call Ryan, call Taylor. I was going to say call Taylor. So it's like, it's been awesome this year. I'm so excited about going in. Our team's excited. We're bringing a lot of the same guys back from last year and the last 2 years. So, I mean, everybody's like, it's on their calendar. Like, are we doing that again this year? I'm like, yeah, we're doing it. I'm like, good, because I've already got it marked on my calendar.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm excited about it for certain, and you mentioned, Ryan and Taylor's, his right-hand woman, Ryan's usually hoarse by about 11 o'clock, 11:30 on the day of. So you need something, you catch Taylor, Ryan, and she'll point you in the right direction. She's been great, helping me facilitate these conversations with you and with Susie and so forth. And so that's much appreciated. And it's really has evolved to be a well-run event. Things have changed over the years. If you went to one of the first couple of years when we were doing the judging by the plates and you had the different colored toothpicks, all that complicated side of things there, that's no longer what you're dealing with. So it's a different and easier process, I think, now for you to judge what's out there and what's being cooked, and makes the experience where your focus is more on just enjoying the day, catching some barbecue tips, and just having a lot of fun. Versus, which toothpick color did I pick in this postcard and all this kind of stuff. So it's a great event for the family.
Trial and error.
Yeah.
Trial and error. And I think Ryan is like, anytime he introduces something new, the first thing he does is say, hey, how is this working for you guys? He checks with everybody in the community, and he's been making changes, and every year we've been a part of it.
Yep.
It's just been amazing. He's like, we're just simplifying this because it's about drawing the community in. I mean, if you're within an hour and a half, 2 hours driving distance from the Show Me Center on next Saturday, you need to come.
Yep.
I mean, it's a world-class event that not everybody gets to experience. You've got world-class pit masters from around the country, guys that travel internationally, that you get to go one-on-one, take pictures with, shake hands with, ask recipes. Hey, how do you use this? What's new? I mean, it's like going to the who's who of barbecue with all the latest and greatest stuff. And I mean, you're going to have Heath Rouse there that just won the World Championship last year. I'm pretty sure he might have that big trophy there.
Maybe. He wears it around his neck like Flavor Flav, I think. You know.
But I mean, it's just like, God, I've been cooking against Heath for so many years, and a great guy, great ambassador for the sport, Myron the legend. Tuffy's going to be there. Susie's going to be there. I heard a little rumor she's bringing an ace in the hole, Craig Carter. So you got to watch these people bringing in these
ringers.
Big, kind of like that.
Yeah.
We might have a surprise. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's awesome, and I think the general public's gonna love it. You got great food, great barbecue ambassadors, and it's for a great cause. So, like, why would you not go?
Yep. And like you said, that veil is lifted. You know, the access to you guys from anybody is just there. It's just it's a big ass picnic, if you want to think of it like that, with all the pros you can stand. So don't miss out. Grab your tickets, showmecenter.biz, or hit 939mikefm.com for the links, and get them before this weekend. So you got that bonus opportunity to maybe score the hotel rooms and a behind the scenes look at Memphis in May, as that comes around the corner too. So regardless, don't miss this one. It is going to be an absolutely fantastic time. Loads of barbecue, perfect weather inside. And Jeff, man, thanks for coming on with me today.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Thank you for what you're doing to help get this out, push it. And I appreciate it. I know all the other pit masters that you've interviewed, you're going to continue to interview. Man, we thank you so much. I mean, it's to see all the people that's communicating with us before we get there and trying to make awareness of what's actually going on. It's awesome. So, to get this thing completed, we need people like you out there pushing it. And I don't know if people are telling you thank you enough, but man, we really do appreciate it.
That's my pleasure. It's one of my most favorite MC gigs of the year because I'm surrounded by friggin' barbecue all day. Like, oh boy, tough gig, Darren. You got to walk around and talk and eat barbecue. Yeah, I can handle that one for sure. So, but yeah, getting to talk to you and honestly, like, I mean, for me, I was a backyard griller coming into when I started doing this, and I'd known Ryan for years and years, but for me, it's led to opportunities for me to learn and grow what I can cook at home for my family, and then I've stepped up with this Smoking Brothers Grill, and now I'm, getting into a whole nother level of things. I'm not going to be out competing. I'm 2 teenagers. I don't have time for that. But I really enjoy.
You got to feed them.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And there's nothing better than you spend the time and the effort and the finesse to create something, and you step back and go, behold, see what I have created. And you see the enjoyment. Your family enjoys it. It's that same sense of pride that, mom's apple pie gave her secret recipe. It's that family. That's our primal level of family sharing, is sharing that family meal. So being able to cook for them and what I've learned from you guys. And it's opened up some other opportunities for me too. I got my Catfish PA gig because the owner of the Catfish was there and said, hey, that guy should do our PA for the game. So now I've been doing that for a few years. So yeah, it's all good. Well, Jeff, thanks again, man. I appreciate you popping in for me. We look forward to seeing you again on the 24th. Again, tickets at showmecenter.biz. It's the When Pigs Fly Indoor Barbecue Bash coming up on Saturday, January 24th at the Show Me Center. Don't miss it. Jeff, thanks again, man.
Thank you. Appreciate you so much.
Thanks for catching this Humans in Tune conversation with 93.9 Mike FM. Find previous interviews on our Facebook page, or you can listen via our podcast at 939mikefm.com.